child of God who is in this place. Mr. Freeman, Mr. Brenda Ross, the elder Walker, Mr. Brace Walker, Mr. Murray Walker, and instead of that is Morris, Mr. Nigel Ross, Mr. Shanice Barnes, and to the deacons, and to the deaconesses, we honor you. And to all of our visitors, we welcome you to the house of bread, better known as the start of being baptized, Pentecostal Church of Holiness. We trust that you will enjoy yourself thus far in this worship experience. You want to honor the voices. God bless you. I want to say to all who's being encouraged and be strengthened in the Lord. For what you do to the Lord will last and will pay off on this side. Amen. We just honor you in membership. Honor you as well. Thank God for you. God bless you. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Sister Tina, Mr. Brian, Sister Taylor. God bless you. Sister Rochelle, God bless you. God bless you all. I don't want to hold you unduly. I just want to share a few nuggets and I'm going to sit down and get out of the way. I want to call your attention to Psalms 57, verses 1 and 2. Psalms 57, verses 1 and 2. I want to thank the boys of two with the song that you sung. The second one will go right and coincide with the message. He knows what to do when he does. In Psalms 57, verses 1 and 2, I will be coming from the New King James Version. If you don't have it, say, wait a minute. Good. You say, have it, say word. Word. Thank you so much. From Psalms 57, verse 1, from the New King James says this: Be merciful to me, O God. Be merciful to me. My soul trusts in you, and in the shadow of your wings I will make my refuge. Until these calamities pass by, King James says, overpass. Verse 2 says, I will cry unto God Most High, to God who performs, to God who performs, for the Holy Ghost, to God who performs all things for me. Most gracious and all-wise Father, here I am again. I need you to be with me. Speak to me, speak through me. Give fresh mind, a fresh word on high. That this word is already blessed, but that it will come from off the pages of the book and touch hearts, touch minds, touch lives. Speak, God, for thy servant hearing, God. Open the ears of the hearers, the hearts of the receivers, that your word will fall on good and fertile ground and produce fruit in days to come. Keep me humble, obedient, submissive, and sensitive to your spirit. Keep me ever at the foot of the cross, where you can and where you will get the glory of the life of me, your servant. Let the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart, my words and my thoughts be your words and your thoughts. Oh God, my strength and my redeemer. In Jesus' mighty and awesome name we pray and we do thank you. Amen and amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Now I'm going to read these verses of scripture one more time. Be merciful to me, O God. Be merciful to me. For my soul trusts in you. And in the shadow of your wing, I will make my refuge. Until these calamities pass by or overpass, I will cry out to God Most High, to God who performs all things for me. For the time that we do share together, I want to use the subject of He will perform. He will perform. My brothers and sisters, literally what was going on here was David was escaping from King Saul. King Saul wanted David's life. He wanted to kill David. So David goes into prayer unto God and asks God for some help from Saul, King Saul. Let's dig. Let's pull out some shovels and find out some nuggets that's in these two verses of Scripture. He starts off in verse number 1, be merciful to me, oh God. In other words, he said, have compassion on me, oh God. The old text is a direct address to God and God alone. And when I say God alone, I mean big G God. Not little g God, but big G God. He's asking for compassion and mercy on me. But he's like us. He doesn't say it once, and he says it again. Have mercy or be merciful to me. It's almost like, God, you didn't hear the first time. It was a direct address to you. I didn't talk to nobody else, because anybody's in the room but you and me. But just in case you didn't hear me, I'm going to say it again. Have mercy or be merciful to me. I need some compassion right now. Watch this. I'm under the attack of the enemy right now. I need some compassion. I need some help. I need to come to my rescue. I'm going through. All right. He's asking for some help. But then he says, for my soul trusts in you. My inner man, my inner being trusts you. I'm asking for mercy, but on the other hand, I trust you too. All right. All right. Even though my enemy is trying to take me out, trying to stop my walk, trying to stop my progress, but I still trust you. Yeah. Even though I'm asking for some help, some compassion, some mercy, I still trust you. My inner man, my inner side still trusts you. Now let's go further with this inner man, this inner being. Not only that, but it also means my mind trusts you. The insides of me trust you. My mind, we talk about mind, I'm not going to be deferred from what I believe. Paul says in the book of Ephesians, for I know in whom I believe. I trust you, God. I'm going through, I'm under the attack of the enemy, but God, I still trust you. Watch what else he says in verse number 1. Not only did he ask for mercy, not only did he tell God that he trusts him, but he also says, and in the shadow of your wings, I will make my refuge. Let's ask this third part of the text a question. What is a representation of the wing? Notice he doesn't say one wing. He says wings. I'm not going to just do one wing. I want both your wings. And the word wings is a form of protection. Because as long as I'm under your wings and you wrap your wings around me, the enemy cannot get to me. I need your protection. I need your protection. And that also, the shadow also can refer to protection as well. Let's just use right now, well, especially a few days ago, it was 90-something degrees in the shade. Actually, 100-something in the shade, y'all. But there's more protection in the shade than there was in the sun. And so he's saying, in the heat of things going on in my life, I'm going to hide in the shadow of your wings. I'm going to make your wings my refuge, my place of security. It's in your wings. Cover me with your feathers. Feathers. As long as I'm covered with your feathers, they can't see me. When I'm covered with your wings and your feathers, the enemy says, where did they go? Where did they go? I saw them a little while ago, but where are they right now? Because God, I asked you to hide me in the shadow of your wings. And so he covers me. What once was doesn't see me anymore because I'm covered. Watch the rest of the text. The refuge also means I got hope because I'm protected by you. When the devil thinks I don't have any hope, I just told him, Lord, I trust you and I hope in you. When things are not looking good right now, I still got hope in you. I don't know how I'm going to make it. I don't know how things are going to turn out. But I still have hope in you. He puts his trust in God and God alone. He says, watch this. He says, until, watch this, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to move until my calamities overpass or pass by. I'm going to wait right here. Old folks said years ago, they said, I'm going to wait right here to shadow. In other words, when they used that term years ago, old folks, old school church said, shadow comes, I mean, I'm not going nowhere until you move. I'm staying right here. And so David said, the psalmist said, until my calamities, and calamities mean destruction, until the destruction passes over me or pass by me. I'm staying right here. I'm not going nowhere. Because at least understand here that, and it even says that all that live godly shall suffer persecution. So I'm going to wait right here in the shadow, under the shadow of your wings until all this calamity, all this trouble, all this disaster passes by me. Because it did come to pass. It came and it passed. You read in the Old Testament, it says it more often, it says, and it came to pass. Or it came time that all my calamities will pass by me. Watch this. He finds security in God's wings. He finds there, he stays until the storm, until the storm of life passes by. He stays right there. I want to say something, don't move too quick. Hear me, saints. Don't move too quick. Just because you may be in that situation for a long period of time, don't move too quick. Because if you move too quick, you lose your protection. If you move too fast, you lose your covering. He said, the storm is coming, the storm is there. The storm is messing you up. It's just got you distraught in every which way. But stay right there. Amen. Don't you move. Don't you go nowhere. Because God has got your situation under control. You and I may have to cry. Sometime along in this trying time, or even in this discouraging time. Can we just be real? All right. Come on, y'all, let's just be real. Because you can be in church all your life, and there are points and times in our life that we get discouraged. Let's be real. Come on. We get discouraged, we get downtrodden, and all that, and when we get discouraged and discouraged, we want to move. All right. But I want to tell us, that even when we feel like we want to move, don't you move. Stand still. Hello, come on, thank you, Holy Ghost. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Don't you move. Don't you go nowhere. Yes. Feel all alone. All by yourself. Feel like nobody cares. But I want to tell you something, God does care. He reminds us in Scripture, Psalms 55:22. He said, cast all your burdens, church, burdens upon Him. Cast all of them upon Him. Peter says, chapter 5, 1 Peter, he said this, cast all your cares upon Him. Watch this. For He cares for you. Amen. I don't care what the devil's telling me that God don't care. God does care. Well, He does care. He does see us. Just hold on a little while longer. Victory shall come. I'll show you this in verse 2. Verse 2 says, and I'm almost done. I will cry out to God Most High. Two things I want to bring out in this portion of verse 2. He uses the word will. When you see the word will most of the time, it's a devil. David, the psalmist, said, I will cry out to God Most High. I'm going through. I feel like throwing in the towel. Just feel like just throwing it in. All right. Feel like just giving up. It ain't worth it, it's just useless. Feel like that, but He's something on the inside of us. All right. Something on the inside of us when we feel like giving up, feel like throwing in the towel. Yeah. Something on the inside. Hold on a little longer. Yes. I see your tears. I've heard your cry. Just hold on a little while longer. I remember the song the Reverend Clay Evans sung years ago. He says, reach beyond the break. When your rope feel like it's about to break, you reach beyond the break. Because there's victory beyond the break. He uses also, the second part is, not only does he use the wheel as a devil, but he also uses Most High. The word Most High is another name for God. All right. Most High. When he uses the word Most High, God, you are higher than any other God on this earth. Yes. Not only on earth, but also in the heavens. And so I'm going to call you for who you are, Most High. He's a name that will deliver. From this privilege, a place of nearness, he cries to God and God alone. He cries to nobody else. Most High. With the confidence. Notice he's going through for like giving up, but something on the inside tells him, keep on going. He reaches beyond the break. He reaches beyond what he's going through, knowing with the confidence that God is going to bring him out. The confidence that no one and nothing, watch this, can hinder him from accomplishing his purpose in the lives of his people. Y'all hear what I said? I'll say it again. The confidence that no one, nothing can hinder him. The him is God. Him, God, all right. From accomplishing his purpose in our lives. God has got it all under control. I'm closing right here. Gives the praise of God. Tells him he will. And then he tells him who God is. Now he tells God, talks to God, who done it before. Who done it before. He says to God, who performs, King James says performeth, all things or everything for me. Now there's who's of us in here? Is that right? Amen. There's a bunch of us in here. But guess what God's telling us right now? He says, as many as is in here, I'm going to perform it for each individual. Yes, yes, yes. You ought to shout now. He says, God to God who will perform all things for me. He's talking each one of us. Each one of us. He's going to perform for each and every one of us. See, so David, the psalmist, starts to even though he's going through not giving up, but he grabs hold of something on the inside of him. God on the inside. He said, God done it before, and he'll do it again. It's no secret what God can do. For what he does for somebody else, he will do it for me. The word, Ralph's going to push me now. The word perform means he will fulfill it. I don't care what the devil is telling you that God is not going to fulfill it. I don't tell you according to scripture, he will perform it. He will fulfill what he said he's going to do for we, the people of God. He's got a purpose. Come on, talk. Somebody talk to me. He's got a purpose for each and every one of us. Don't you let the devil steal your purpose and talk you out of your purpose. God will perform it for you. You. He will perform it. He will fulfill it. His purpose for us. Woo! He's going to do it for us. He's not going to leave us out. Come on, talk to me somebody. He is not going to leave us out. And when the answer comes from heaven, it will mean deliverance for the trusting heart. It will be an unforgettable demonstration. Forgettable rather. Unforgettable. You won't forget it. You remember you used to sing this song, I never shall forget what the Lord has done for me? It will be unforgettable. Unforgettable demonstration. It will let people walk and say, I don't know, nobody done it but God. I know God didn't bring it. Nobody wants you out but God. Nobody can do it but God. God is worthy to be praised. You can depend on God and you can't depend on any other person. You can depend on God. Let me show you something in 63rd Psalms, verse 7 and 8. Going back to the wings of God. He said, because you have been my help. Because you have been my help. Therefore, in the shadow of your wings, I will rejoice. I'm covered up, but I'm going to praise you. I'm covered up and protected by you, but I'm going to praise you. I'm going to rejoice. I'm going to be glad. Verse 8 says, my soul, my inner being, my inner man follows close behind you. Because there's a blessing right, stay close to you. And your right hand upholds me. That right hand means strength. That right hand means power. God is going to uphold us. When we're going through, God is going to uphold us. He's going to sustain us. He's going to keep us. He will perform. He will do what he said he'll do. The choir sung a song. So glad. So glad. This is after you stay with God. I gotta say this one. I gotta say this first. You ain't gonna get no victory. You don't stay with him. You're not gonna get no deliverance unless you stay with him. You gotta stay with him. And then he says, then the song says, so glad God will bring me out. There's something on the inside. There's something on the inside. When you really got a relationship and when you feel like giving up on God, God's something on the inside. God brings on the inside and starts to restore us. He sits on the inside and starts to the yes. I remember God, then you did thus and so. God, here I am again. I need you to do it again. I need you to fulfill it again. I need you to bless me again. I need you to deliver me one more time. I need you to heal me one more time. I need you to revive me one more time. I need you to strengthen me one more time. Therefore, I'm not going to wait till the battle is over. I'm going to praise you right now. I may not have two good feet, might have two left feet, but God, guess what? I got a mouth. And I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for what you're about to do. Thank you for what you're going to do.